This is John Cometa. Um, it's an exciting moment to be here now. I want to share with you some few experiences that I have. My 3 years marital journey. Yes, it's a good thing to be married. And the 11th of December made me exactly 3 years in my marriage. When I began my marital journey, it wasn't a simple experience. Growing up from a pure African home and a polygamous home, there were a lot I experienced within the early days of my life that I wish it should have never reoccurred in my home or in my own marital life. So I decided to live my life throughout my adolescent age, puberty age in a respectful manner, being careful about whom to marry. And as such, I wasn't into multiple dating relationships, running or pursuing after women for so-called dating or love kind of relationship. Not at all, because by the grace of God, I discovered my purpose. Why? Quite very much younger in life. So throughout my study in secondary school, high school, I was trying to study in line with my purpose, with line of my passion, with line of the calling of God that is upon my life. And I met some disappointments. So whoever I went to, I could just tell you straight, I love you. I wish to marry you, to make our life counts together, grow old together, and age together. But in some of those cases, it didn't work the way I was expecting. Why? Because man's way is not God's way. The Bible said there is a path that seemeth right before man, and the end thereof the way is the end of destruction. The end of the road all is destruction. But by the grace of God, 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I was introduced to my wife while serving in a local church in their hometown. And to cut the long story short, and today we are married for 3 years. 3 years, 3 years. But again, it seems so surprising. It looks as if we are just beginning. It is a joy growing together for these past 3 years. Uh, Let me share with you three important things that help us while we were about getting married. In our courting relationship, we establish the fact that we are Christians. So, as Christians, we are going to allow Christ to influence every decision that we are going to take in our home. We are going to allow Christ to be the controlling focal, the controlling point in our lives. Coming from two distinct villages or towns, we make our mind that we are not going to allow our cultural patterns to superimpose on what the Bible is telling us to do as children of God. So for these past 3 years, before coming together, we have established this fact, and that has helped us a lot. That has strengthened our home. Okay, strengthen our home and strengthen our relationship. We equally establish in our relationship that nothing less of God. And coming together, I think we were emotionally mature enough to enter into purposeful relationship. So for these past 3 years, there have been some days that have been troublesome day. There have been some days that it has been like heaven on earth. But guess what? Before our coming in together, we make up our mind that one woman for life. I make up my mind as a person that one wife for life, one woman for life, and she equally make her decision that one man for life, and the man is going to be John Cometa. Okay, JK Cometa. John Cometa is going to be my husband for life. Making the decision that John Cometa is going to be the husband for life and I on my side, she's going to be my wife for life, that alone solve many problems. Meaning that automatically, no matter how appealing somebody else look to me or look to her, we know within the depths of our heart, within the boundaries of our mind, that we are confined to each other. We are made for one another. We are not made for multiple partners. So far, that is part of the 3 years marital journey. And in this course of 3 years, one thing that happened so far is that for 1 year 6 months while we were married, that was when I know why they do say on marital days that for better and for worse. For 1 year 6 months in our marital journey, my wife was living barely every day on medications, and my salary at that point in time was not substantial. It was just a minimum of about $85, 85 US dollar, or about 90 US dollars. And life was troubling. To live on medications, to live on drugs, to live on tablets, to live on health. That was quite very, very demanding on my side. And the economic too was another situation. The geographical environment I was located was so hostile with respect to the biological changes too that was occurring into her body. But again, we that was when I knew what love can actually mean. Sacrificing your all or sacrificing a lot, sacrificing your ideology, sacrificing your mindset, sacrificing everything about you so that Christ be seen. So within this period, God taught me to be humble. There are some things I doesn't raise my voice about, not at all, because God has been working with me. God has worked with me. He is working with me, and He will continue to work with me. I acknowledge the fact that growth is progressive, and because growth is progressive, I have make up my mind open. I have make up my mind like an availability mind, ready to learn, ready to go to places, ready to take seminars, so that I can be able to enrich myself, enrich my intellectual capacity to meet up with the standard that my society throws at me, and marriage is thrown at me too. I'll be coming back to speak elaborately on this issue. I feel as if my lighting may not be the best, but anyway, that is okay. I'll be back.